Witches, so I hope you are having a wonderful, amazing, happy Imbolc, and I hope your new moon went really, really well. So today I wanted to talk about some of my gardening plans. Now I am filming this a little bit before Imbolc, so today at some point I should be posting like my actual garden plans with like sketches and stuff. Because I am still kind of in these preparatory phases, I wanted to share some of my ideas, the things that I have bouncing around in my head before I get them all down on paper, just because at this point in time I feel like very expansive and I want to do a lot of stuff. So I know I need to pare down my expectations as to what is possible in my tiny little apartment, but I wanted to talk to you guys about some of the things that I was thinking about for my garden. I would, if you are a gardener or if you are a very experienced person with indoor plants, I would love to hear any opinions, any recommendations. As always, I have learned so much from you guys. Like I really truly like value the like relationship I have with like the people who watch me. Like it kind of blows my mind a little bit actually. So thank you to everybody who has like reached out to me at any point in time and like told me like cool facts about like their practice or things that they've experienced. It really like enriches my own practice. So I am so thankful. For the last like 24 to 48 hours, I have been kind of going through some of my books. I didn't realize how many books I had about green magic, and it's really just like a testament to how much I love like growing plants and the planet and all of that. I've been, I don't know if you guys can see this. That is a new shoot that I grew. Somebody over the weekend sent me something that is amazing and so instrumental, I think, to the upcoming months. And they got it for me like off my Amazon wish list, which was like so nice and like super unnecessary, but like it was just very heartfelt. But if you guys didn't see that, thank you so much again. But they got me this really cool book called The Green Witch's Garden, and I flipped through it. I am reading it concurrently with The Green Witch by the same author, because it's kind of like a companion, it seems like, and I am so excited to work through this book. It has some really, really great ideas about, like just, this is a whole new page I haven't even seen. Look at all those illustrations, it's so cool. But I've been going through this and it really gave me some things to think about in terms of how I'm designing my garden and like what I want to incorporate. So for a while there, and usually I was like going by like magical intention, which I don't think is like necessarily a bad way to plan your garden, but it may not necessarily work for the environment or the climate that you're in, right? This book was really cool in that it showed me some different types of gardens. They had like a lunar garden, a solar garden, an elemental garden, which is like very, very cool, but I think better suited for like maybe outside. So for indoor plants, I have this other book that I got. I'm very excited about this. This is from like the 70s. I don't know if anyone else likes books like this, but it's a book of houseplants, or the dictionary of houseplants. So I've been like going through it, and on each page I pick my favorite plant and then I wrote down like the scientific name. Then I am going to go over to, there's like a new plant store that like has all these like really cool succulents and like it's like really, really cool. So, and like cacti and stuff. So I'm gonna go over there actually today when you guys are watching this, but Wednesday when I'm filming. Sorry, the magic of this channel is a little bit spoiled, a little bit of a look behind the curtain, but I'm going to go over and like chat with the owner and like just see what their whole shop's about. It seems like it has a really cool vibe. I get the feeling it's not necessarily like a witchy vibe, but my coworker went in the other day and like was telling me that it was really cool in there, so I'm gonna go check it out, support a local business, give back to my community, which is super important to my practice, and then pick out like, you know, one or two houseplants and actually use them in my Imbolc ceremony to have around my altar and stuff. So one of the things that this book mentioned, The Green Witch's Garden, actually was having like windowsill gardens. And the cool thing about this apartment is that it's like really old, so the windowsills like are pretty big. Like in our bedroom, I can actually like sit on the windowsill. I spend a lot of time in that room, and I really want to kind of bring the energy of plants and stuff into that room as well, because I feel like it's a little sterile. So I'm just really excited about that. The last thing that I wanted to mention in terms of books and stuff before I forget, I found this really cool little zine called Lunar Gardening for Witches, and it's pretty simple, it's pretty basic. It has like the general information, but it has like it has cute little illustrations and stuff. So I got this at Witch House, which is in Salem, but these are like their handles and stuff. It's Lunar Gardening for Witches by Erin O'Leary and Cheryl Refuse. So this looks like it's an indie little book, and it's really cute. It actually gave me a lot of ideas about when to harvest plants and how to harvest things in accordance with the moon phases. So this is just another way that I am linking up like my green witchery with like lunar witchery and creating this like beautiful like blended practice, right? This year I'm also really excited to start doing more outdoor gardening and outdoor container gardening. So I don't really have a like yard yet, and when I do, it's going to be glorious and feed the neighborhood hopefully. But I am going to be doing more of that container outdoor window box gardening. So this year I really want to focus on having plants for pollinators, because I do live in kind of an urban area. Like there's not a whole lot of green space around me until you go like way out. But I think having that space and holding that space for pollinators. I'm also going to be working a little bit more closely with the Fae this year. I'll be having an entire like window box dedicated to plants that they specifically like. So that'll be fun. It's kind of a research project, but it's something that I am very interested in. I want to get some like little fairy statues and stuff as well to decorate. So if you guys have any good sources on that, like I would love to support like a small artist, like if they do any clay or whatever, like ceramics, I would love to do that. If that is you, drop your links, drop your socials. As always, I am super down for people self-promoting. Like I love it. But anyways, that is kind of like my outdoor gardening plan. So the next thing on my list that I wanted to talk about just shows how little self-control I have. So I was doing the weekly grocery shopping, as one does, and I saw that they had these like those living herbs and stuff that are like in the grocery, like the produce section. So I got some rosemary and some basil because the basil looked really nice. Plus I need a lot of it to make this really yummy pesto for Imbolc. So I figured I would harvest that, use that for food, and then continue to propagate the plant, because I don't see any reason in buying just like the prepackaged like plastic stuff when I can have a living plant that continues to give me basil, right? Sustainability, ha ha ha. No, but I really wanted to grow those. So I was looking for like small terracotta pots to put them in. I couldn't find them, so I'm gonna try to see if I can find them elsewhere, like, because it's just so early. It's January still technically, or February when you guys are watching this. But I happened upon the gardening section, and I couldn't control myself because there were two types of seeds that were 50 cents each. The first thing is I got some more basil seeds, not for myself. We are doing like a seed swap at our Imbolc like meetup, so I thought I would get some seeds to bring. And I love basil. It's like one of my favorite herbs. And then this is for me because I am selfish, but I don't care. I really want to grow tomatoes, and these are so cute. They look like little pears or something. I don't know. They're called yellow pear tomatoes, but I just really like them. I figured it would be like a little bit easier than like regular tomatoes. Either grow inside, because I have a lot of light in this room, so I feel like it would be okay. Or possibly I have roof access and my neighbor does not care. So if I was just like, hello, can I put some plants on the roof? They would be fine with it. So they have like kind of a shelter. It's hard to explain. I'm also trying not to dox myself. So it would be a better place to grow tomatoes, I would say, than my back porch, because it doesn't get a lot of sun. So this is like something that I will be consecrating for Imbolc. You guys might have seen this in my my Imbolc altar video, which is like very fun. So that is what this is. And then the last thing I really wanted to talk about is creating kind of like a garden for not only Bast, but for my cat. Which I know sounds a little bit weird, and I am definitely like a crazy cat lady, and like that's cool, like whatever. I really want to grow plants that benefit him too. So like a lot of the plants will benefit myself and my partner, because there are things that we would eat, or like things that would help my practice, things that I can grow and then maybe make available to you guys on my shop. But also, that being said, I also want to extend the same courtesy to Jack, because he is part of our family and he's my tiny son. So I want to grow herbs that will benefit him and his digestion and his overall health as well. So I'm going to be doing some research on that, and creating kind of like a devotional garden / medicinal garden for Bast and my cat. So that'll probably be a windowsill one as well. And I'm really excited to like update you guys with all of this. So stay tuned for March, maybe like late February, when I finally just like go nuts and I'm like, I can't take it anymore. I have to have green stuff, because that inevitably happens like near the end of February every year. But guys, I am so excited. I would love to hear your gardening plans. I know this is a little bit all over the place because I'm still kind of like in the brainstorm portion, I guess, of the planning process, which honestly is kind of the most fun for me. I love planning things, and I love kind of like getting my creative juices flowing. So definitely, if you guys want to talk about your gardens, I would love to hear about it. I would love to know what you guys are choosing to grow. If you're not growing a garden, that is a-okay. That does not make you any less of a witch. It's just a hobby that I also tend to like. I just happen to like, and it benefits my witchcraft in my life. So just some little thoughts from me, and I hope you guys have a wonderful Imbolc if you are celebrating and had a wonderful, wonderful new moon. So yeah, that's it for me, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.